Hi, everyone. My name is Zainab Selby. Welcome to Recenter. It's a free offering, another session of offering from Find Center, a platform that is aggregating and curating the best of wisdom of all time in one place as a loving offering for the world, for all those who are looking for self-development, growth, spiritual health, and healing. I'm the Chief Awareness Officer of Find Center. The session series is Recenter Yourself. And it really comes from, an awareness that those of us who are in the business of giving, be it you're a therapist or a life coach or a humanitarian like myself, or frankly, a parent, a friend, any person whose life calling is in the giving, we do it always and without thinking, without second thoughts, most definitely without calculation. But I don't know about you. I also find myself in not only exhaustion, I find myself sometimes sobbing in my closet because I'm so exhausted. And sometimes I find myself just the taste of life has gone out of me because I am depleted. And mostly because I know how to give with my heart, but I honestly don't know nor allow much receiving for myself. And I often think of receiving as, if I'm lucky getting a manicure, or pedicure, if really lucky getting a massage, but like the receiving from my soul to be nourished and to be, energized is something that I really give the time for it. And it was a process of learning that the importance of recentering ourselves and coming back to ourselves is as important as the giving. And it is with that spirit that we offer this session, or the part of five-part series session for all people who are in the giving sector, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever kind of giving you're giving. This is an offering out of that knowing that it could be exhausting and depleting. And the only thing we ask for you, the only thing I'm going to ask for you today is to visit Find Center platform. It's just www.findcenter.com. I promise you it's free. I promise you there's no gimmicks behind it. I promise you that this is a loving offering that curated more than 100,000 work of videos and platforms and podcasts and books and articles and lectures, or anything has to do dealing with anybody's pain, whether it's dealing with anxiety or depression, or it is trying to understand how do I go and find my own center, or whether it's trying to understand some wisdom from cultures that I'm not familiar with. This is that platform for that. This is that offering for that. It excites me because sometimes I find knowledge that I need. It's a rabbit hole that I go to re-energize myself, or to in a lonely night, frankly, I go there to also look for information and wisdom to lift my spirit and to let me know that I'm not alone. And that there are a lot of people in that search and in that journey with me. So I ask you to go visit it, to recommend it to friends, to suggest it to friends. I go to Wikipedia when I look for a person's information. I go to the WebMD when I look for medical information, and I go to Find Center when I look for personal information on growth, development, and spiritual health. Um, one housekeeping information before I introduce you to our new speaker. I'm so excited about her personally, is that this session will be recorded and it will be made available and for you, for everyone who is registered in this session. Last but not least, and I promise you, a very amazing, fulfilling, nourishing session with our speaker today, Donatella Moltisanti. Donatella is a classically trained singer, an extraordinary sound healer who helps individuals access their core self, release residual trauma, and express themselves authentically through liberation of their voice. Donatella guides people seamlessly into the reintegration of the different parts of their mind, body, soul, beings. I have had the privilege of being in a session with her and truly being impacted by her magic, and it is magic. So I am leaving you in good hands. I'm joining you rather in good hands, in the hands of our Donatella, and I am sure you will enjoy this session. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What a beautiful, beautiful presentation. I'm so honored to be here today and to present a little guidance. I love the words that you used about the inability of receiving when we are in the business of giving. And I always say we get trapped in a highway style, like you go only one way. There's the road, it's not two ways. And we get stuck in that energy of giving, and we don't know how to switch in receiving. So today I'm going to ask you to come here in this space, to relax, to be in a space, open your heart to receive fully, and to receive a multi-dimensional, multi-layers, the anything that your soul, your mind, your body needs. Sound has the ability to fulfill, has the ability to transform. The work that I do, I called it Moltisanti, soul singing. It's to sing to the soul. Our brain is actually calibrated to function and to respond very well to music and rhythm. And the purity of the sound of the singing bowls, of a well-trained, pure sound voice, affects our cellular level, is able to touch our parts of ourself, the muscles, the energy that's stuck inside our body. And when the frequency can't penetrate the cellular level, it surrounds it, it shakes it, and transforms it. And then the tonality, the new spirit, the new frequency of the sound creates a new reality. So it's the fastest, the most natural way to tune into balanced self, into the intelligence of the cosmos, that it's based on resonance and fields of vibration. So I will ask you now to just feel the weight of your body on your chair. If you're laying down, would be great. We can lay down or let your on your bed, on your sofa. Just feel that wherever you are sitting, the place you are is holding you, and it's really everything in your life is safe, everything is good to go. You can spend this hour because you're safe, and everyone and everything in your life it's safe. It's important to enter this space knowing that you're not alone, and that there is an higher intelligence holding space for you, and that you can trust this higher intelligence. So the first thing that we're gonna do is to breathe. I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes and breathe in. And as you breathe, breathe in the vibration of the sound, and allow the breath to go around your head and feel your spine, and release anything that needs to be released. Just breathe in and breathe out. The first thing that we're gonna tune in is the brain. And your mind, maybe it's racing, and maybe it's not allowing you to be present. So I'm gonna use this instrument to release the conjecture, the chatting box that is going on in your mind. As the mind gets more serene and kind of distracted and releases all the obsessive thinking, the worries, the preoccupation, start to connect to your third eye and breathe from your third eye. I'll ask you to breathe in and to exhale, making a sound. You can make as loud, as soft as it comes natural to you. Just release. We are in the space of emptying. So what we're doing right now, we are switching from a space of giving, centering into yourself, calming, and start to empty yourself. What we do as practitioners, we don't realize that we absorb so much of the people that we care for, people we work with. There's this container that is our body, our subtle bodies, that it's constantly absorbing. So the first part of this energy shifting is to be aware how to take your time to release, and then take your time to get back into yourself. So this is still in a sense of releasing. This is gonna touch your subtle bodies, and every memory, any energy attached to your subtle bodies, will be inviting to let it go if it's an energy that doesn't serve you. So now in this moment, take a few minutes to bring in an intention. What is the intention of what you want to receive? What are you ready to receive? What is it you want to receive in your physical body, in your world, in your emotional world? Anything that you want to receive, bring it now, and allow the experience of the sound to bring exactly what you're asking for. Trust that will be fulfilled, your desire will be fulfilled. not good. Keep breathing. Go deeper and deeper inside your body, and now connect to a part of yourself, either physical, emotional, mental, that needs extra love, that needs extra attention. So breathe into that space and ask to receive your love. Ask to receive love from the universe. We connect to the medicine of the frogs to bring gratitude and abundance. The spirit of the frog is a spirit of high frequency that connects to the rain, and the rain represents gratitude from above, abundance from above. So this energy of the frog will open your heart, free your spine to connect to frequency of gratitude, so that you feel gratitude for who you are, for all that you do, appreciation for yourself, appreciation for everything that's around you, for everything that you receive. Just let the medicine of the frog take you where you need to go. As we move in a higher frequency, in a lighter dimension, we're going to invite your higher self, your guidance, your inner voice, your wisdom, your the part of yourself that overlooks above you, and connect to that spirit of your heart, the spirit of generosity, the spirit of giving and receiving. We call it into balance, to nurture you in all your aspects, especially the parts of you that are depleted, that are feeling left out. Just be aware of the space you have entered. It's a multidimensional journey, and it's unique to yourself and to your soul history and soul path. I'm gonna use the frog medicine to go even higher and enter the frequency of the energy of the sun that touches our brain, and so we enter the higher mind. So be aware of entering this dimension of a higher mind with no expectations and not an absence, complete absence of thoughts. It's a deep releasing happening right now and a deep receiving. And it's creating a huge transformation. So be aware to receive and enter this space of transformation. Now connect to your body. So integrate your higher self and this multidimensional self into your physical body. Just be aware what do you feel now, how your body is responding. You're upgrading your sense of self, your subtle bodies. The subtle bodies is the part of you that creates. Through your subtle bodies, you create your reality. It feels much lighter, much cleaner. Release anything in your stomach. Often we carry our worries and our day in our stomach. So it's very important to release that and allow this higher frequency to come in So it helps us digest life in a different way. Very good. So we're going to give you some space to breathe and relax and come back as far as you want, and can open the chat room to for the question and answer. If there's anything that you want to share, your experience, or any question you have. So we're gonna dedicate this time to your voice, to hear from you and to see what it has been for you. And I'm gonna spend the last 10 minutes of the session to bring everybody to an ultimate stage of connection, to close the session. So let's see. Very good. Let me. Yes. So Sonia is asking, can you speak more about the physiology of how sound impacts the body and mind, please? Absolutely. So the human brain has been discovered in the last decade that it's really attuned to rhythm and music. The child in the womb of the mother responds to the voice, to the heartbeat. We respond to sound and vibration and rhythm much more than words and any other kind of stimulus. So our brain really responds to music, and specifically to the human voice, because of the connection with the mother's womb and mother's voice. So has been done many studies with people uh, receiving vibration from singing bowls, from tuning forks, even in the silent rooms, to with the beat of just of the heart, and the healing and the opening of the cells and the shifting of the energy is really palpable and visible on a scientific level. Um, there is a vibration and a sound that we carry in our body, and this sound can go off pitch, and especially there is the sound of stress has been studied in these dark rooms, that if you have let's say ride with your car that's very stressful, and then you've been tested soon after, the pitch of your nervous system is very high and kind of distorted. And then with the singing bowls or tuning forks, they were able to bring the pitch back into normal in no time. So this is the fastest way that we have to reattune our system, our nervous system, our vagus nerve, to be reset and go into parasympathetic system instead of sympathetic system, and gain back our health. So this is the way that sound, it's so magical and so fast in a way that uh, heals the body and the mind. Gordon says the Shakti energy was working in the back of my head. Yes, so that's amazing, because so what the sound does, the sound, you're welcome, Sonia. Yes, the sound takes your energy from your spine up. So it connects your frequency, your connection with Mother Earth. It nurtures you and then takes everything up in the back of the. You felt in the back of your head, because that's how the vagus nerve gets restored and reactivated through the breathing, the sound, the humming. The humming is very, very, very powerful in that sense. Mm. Thank you, Carla. Yes, so the work with the voice that I do, it's a connection, a spiritual connection with the singing bowls and the instruments. So the singing bowls, as a multi-layer, so this specifically is 150 years old. It's a Japanese singing bowls, and has 7 layers, which means it will touch so different ways your aura and the aura of the audience that I perceive. And it is like a dance with the sound that the singing bowls gives back to me and asks me to play together. So we kind of channel the frequency of the resonance that is present in the space, and 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 the sound of the voice needs to be as neutral and as pure as the singing bowl to have an effect. There's no words, so that your mind is not engaged, and there is no personality involvement, so it's not my voice. It's like a pure frequency sound that I've been developing for many years of work. So thank you for that. Yeah, and it's so you feel clear and present because it's very cleansing. It's so cleansing. When we tune into this frequency, it's absolutely it washes away the stories, washes away the drama, the traumas. Even if you're aware of what you're washing away, it's very powerful. But even if you're not, it really has a good effect on us. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm hearing the sound of my heartbeat. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Claire. So with this work, we you notice that it's gradual, but it's possible to enter inside your heart, because we're so much in our mind that it's hard to find a way inside our heart. So this is really beautiful that you felt and hurt your heartbeat. That's amazing. It's the ultimate being in your body. It's the ultimate expression of self-love. Mm. See anybody else? So I'm going to talk a little bit about the frequency of sound and our relationship with our body, and how this relationship is so healing and so fundamental for us. Um, okay, Carla says it was nice to reconnect with different parts of my mind, body, and spirit. Can you speak more on that? Yes. So I was just going to do that. So we consider ourselves in like our body, it's ourselves, our mind, it's ourselves, but in reality our body has its own identity and has its own feelings and responds to reality and life in its own way. And sometimes we have a body reaction or a mind reaction, but we are used to. Yes. Okay. Yes, 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 Gordon. um, um, it's So I was saying we with the sound and with the relationship with our body, it's we enter in relationship with our body, in relationship with our mind, instead of being um, assuming something that is going on. So the when you enter a relationship with your mind and your body, you enter a relationship of self-love. When you assume that you and your body are one, and you either protect your body or just judge your body or do something to your body, it's weird. There's this disconnection into the unknowing feeling of being respectful of an entity that is with you, that it's there for you, it's a container for you. So I use this technique to enter the body as a container, as a sacred container. And as a sacred container, you start to open up and see much more who you are, what the body is, what it needs, and how you to respect your body. The mind is a little bit the same thing, because the mind is a little bit of vibration of frequency that allows you to receive higher frequency or lower frequencies. So when you connect with the sound, even even a humming in the morning or connected to a song that it's a pure sound while you're doing your shower, that attunes your mind as an instrument to higher frequencies, and you will see that you'll be less exposed to negativity, gossip, or energy of negative self-talk. It's going to be very hard to enter that space. Yes, Gordon, it's called the NADIS system. Because I'm Italian and my background is an opera singer, and the Italian background of opera is very deep and goes in ancient times. So we have our own system, our own connection to the body as instrument. So we work a lot with the breathing, with an objective sound, with a sound that is that touches everything, like literally they penetrate the body, that vibrates so that your body vibrates as well. So it's a different system, but as valid. Oh, okay. So Sonny says, what will be the most helpful sound experience to support a peaceful passing from this world? There are sacred songs that can be peaceful. Um, I I will suggest to go to classical with no words, something that's very personally. I can suggest you to use. Okay, I spent singing with my dying mother-in-law, and she was unconscious and hummed harmony with me. Absolutely, because when we pass, we go back home. There is, the frequency of the sound. It's the deepest and most connected way to do. So, a natural humming would be from the heart. You go back to the sense of mothers that hum for their children. That is the best thing to do. Uh, Gordon says whistle chanting home in a small cave in India would hit the right frequency. I heard in my whole body. Yes, yes, that's exactly beautiful. Yeah, yes, and yeah, um, uh, you can also I've done a lot of extensive work with lullabies for children, for the inner child, for um, healing the loss of somebody departing. There's very specific frequencies in the universe, so I've been working a lot and tuning into these frequencies. You can find the CD in my website also. Harmony. So Lauren asks, hi Lauren, what is the ideal way to use sound for energetic protection? So basically you feel harmonious. It's the heart is the most powerful of all chakras. If your heart is in harmony, the frequency of your heart is very, it becomes a shield. If you go in self conflict, or there's something that distracts you and your mind goes in a negative way, that's when our protection level goes down. So the frequency of harmony comes from the heart, being the heart, just go inside your heart. Um, it's really kind of overused, but if you understand that going inside the heart is a physical action, like you really breathe yourself inside your heart. Imagine you have a door here where the breath goes, and then you go in with your breath and you stay there, and you start to emanate love for yourself, emanate love for your life, no matter what, like gratitude, and you start to create this frequency. More you do, bigger is the layer of frequencies that it sits around you. So it's matter of practice, but it's the heart and the harmony in the heart that creates energetic protection vibrationally. Thank you. Mm. So if you have felt a specific energy that you would like to tune in with me today, and or something that you would like to explore more, just let me know so that we can take that energy towards the end. Okay. Mhm. Amazing. Yeah, I'm glad. Gordon says ball and singing did it for me. I feel that the connection with human voice, it takes us such in a deep space of healing with the inner child that it's really, really unique and important. Very good. So one thing that I do a lot in my soul singing is to connect with the energy of nature and the power of nature, the power of now, the spirit of truth. All these are very high frequencies that it's very important to connect to. I also connected to animal spirit energies, like we did with um, the frog before, and another animal spirit I connect to is the spirit of the whales. The whales are being, and dolphins have been recognized as the energies that really have human feelings. They have human connection. They have a language. They have a name that they call each other. They're, every mammal has a specific voice. Every animal has a specific song, and they sing the same song for a couple years, and then they change the song. There's a lot of studies about our connection and the whales connection and the dolphins connection. On a spiritual level, I connect to them in the frequency of the vibration of the DNA, so purifies and uplifts and elevate the energy of the DNA. So if there's something that you are carrying from your lineage, or something that has been in your life for long, or maybe for previous experiences and previous lifetimes, if you that something you believe in, so there is a kind of a connection to a multidimensional reality. So I want to finish today's experience connecting to that, and calling in the spirit and the frequency of the healing and recharging, purifying of the whales and the dolphins. I read once that there was a case of a man that was extremely depressed and almost suicidal. And one day he was swimming, and a dolphin came around him and really started to circle around his body and circle and circle. And when he came out from that experience, he wasn't depressed anymore. And this study was showing that their frequency of joy is so high that literally shifts the frequency of our body, our subtle bodies, our aura. So let's tune into this and see what it does for you. Just close your eyes and we call in the whales. Mm, good. So if you feel and felt the whales around you, sometimes they show their eyes, something in your third eye, a communication, a feeling of receiving, a feeling of cleansing. That's you had a beautiful experience with the spirit of the whales. Very good. Thank you, Sunny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. This is very, very fulfilling. Yes, yes. So Sonny said that this was absolutely wonderful. Thank you for your gift. And Carla says that frequency touched me deeply. I started crying. That's the spirit of the wells goes so deep. It's a multi-galactic, multi-dimensional healing. It's very powerful. There's no mistake. They're really, really present. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad it did. I'm glad it touched you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Carla. Ah, thank you so much for being touched so profoundly. Great. Yes, so let's see. I think the time is up. Um, mhm. I want to thank all of you for being here with me, sharing this moment with me. I want to thank you, Fine Center, uh, everyone that made this happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's really powerful, and it's important we get together at the end of a challenging year to get charged and start with a heart full of hope and full of our own power. Thank you so much for being here.